Hi, and welcome to the setup video for the Breakout EDU game, Cold Case, Crazed Man or Cruel Murderer, based on Poe's Telltale Heart. The scenario: Fayetteville Police Department investigators. Good morning or good afternoon. Today's cold case investigation involves a homicide that occurred over 150 years ago and was documented in Edgar Allan Poe's Telltale Heart. The suspect in the case is Nair Rader. Nair Rader's family has recently been haunted by the old man's ghost and has asked our agency to re-examine the evidence and close the case for good. To begin, there's no dispute regarding whether or not our suspect killed the old man. He confessed. Your task is to determine if the violence was a result of a mental defect or a murderous plot. If you deem Nair Rader to be so mentally disturbed at the time of the crime that he lacked the capacity to have intended to commit a crime, then you should conclude that he is not guilty by reason of insanity. In other words, with a determination of not guilty by reason of insanity, Nair Rader is not criminally responsible for breaking the law because he was insane when the crime was committed. However, if you believe Nair Rader intentionally caused the death of the old man after rationally considering the timing or method of doing so, in order to either increase the likelihood of its success or to evade detection or apprehension, then you should conclude that he is guilty of premeditated murder. Luckily, the old case file has not been destroyed. You will need to reanalyze the evidence and statements to bring the case file up to date. Process the clues in the case to unlock your box and report your findings to your supervisor at the Fayetteville Township Police Department. Nair Rader's family and old man's family. Failure to solve the case, unlock the box, and finally put this homicide to rest in the given time may cause the old man's ghost to seek revenge on the family and you. Step 1. Prepare case file. Print Cold Case File PDF to create the case file. Cut out the witness picture and staple it to the witness statement. Staple the confession statement or the story The Telltale Heart to the statement of confession cover sheet. Also include the case file review, the quiz questions, the evidence log. Staple the email printout to the forensic document investigations flyer. Place all of these documents in a file folder with the cold case file cover sheet stapled to the front. Step 2 is to prepare evidence. For the planks, print Telltale Heart Tags Evidence Quote Plank PDF. The first 6 sheets contain evidence tags. Cut out tags and tape front and back together or laminate tags to make a double-sided tag. First side has information including the item number. The back side has the rebus word clues. Next, cut out planks and quotes. You can cut out the plank with the quote under it, fold it in half and tape it to make a 2-sided plank with the quote on the back. You will then use the invisible marker to mark arrows on the quote based on the setup instructions found in the Google Forms folder. After you have created your evidence tags, paperclip them to the evidence log in the case file. When you have finished creating your planks, quotes on one side, planks on the other, and you've added the arrows, place them in a paper bag labeled evidence, or check with your local police department about providing evidence bags, and simply put the planks in the evidence bag. And you can fill out the outside or just write evidence. The next step is to print TTH evidence tag in telegram number 8. Cut out the front of the evidence tag, the back is not needed. Tape the front of the evidence or property tag to a manila envelope or envelope of some type. Print your telegram and place the telegram inside the envelope. Students will receive this after they've completed the case file review and all 10 multiple choice correct answers are indeed correct. Step 3. Prepare Breakout EDU box. Print case closed sign and place in box. Place any chosen reward in the box, such as gummy eyeball candy, chocolate body parts, skull and bone candy. And then place the hasp on the box with a 4-letter lock set to DEAD, D-E-A-D, the 4-digit lock set to 5214, the 3-digit lock set to 119, and the directional lock set to right, down, up, left, down, up. To accommodate a whole class, use one box per group of 5 to 8 students or utilize the ticket system. The key lock is optional and will be addressed in the next step. Next, print the TTH hint slip badge and give one per group. This allows each group 3 hints throughout the game. As a hint is given, simply mark out the number or initial over the number to denote that hint has been used. The next step is to prepare the optional crime scene. This is only done if you choose to use a crime scene and a key lock. Begin by placing a chair in the middle of the crime scene. Put wood planks around the chair, under the chair. These can be fake wood planks, real wood planks, paper wood planks, whatever you choose. Place skeleton body parts around under the planks. This can be paper skeleton body parts, plastic skeleton body parts bought from the dollar store, or anything that you might have. Print image of a human heart and place in the crime scene. Put torn and bloodied clothing under the planks. These can be created with an old t-shirt and a red Sharpie marker. Place a lantern on the chair. To lead students to keys and crime scene, prepare the eyeball evidence. Print TTH I Strange Things clues. Cut apart the 5 clues. Place eyeball clue in brown evidence bag and label as evidence. Make sure you remove this part of the clue that tells where the key should be hidden. If using multiple boxes, you will want to hide keys in multiple places in the crime scene. These 5 hints lead students to keys under chairs, on the clothing, by the heart, by the skull, or in the lantern. When students access the website on the eyeball clue, it will take them to the Stranger Things website with a message that says something like, "The heart is the key in the crime scene." Students may then search the crime scene for the key. If using multiple key locks, make sure to number the keys so you will not get confused on where to hide them. Also, please make sure the Stranger Things website is not blocked on your network if you plan to use this clue. Again, hide the eyeball clue in an evidence bag. You can mark the evidence as eyeball, or you can just write evidence across the bag and leave it at the student's station. So, if you're using the optional crime scene, students will receive a hint card, a case file, 2 bags of evidence, and a breakout box. Remember, the telegram evidence is not received by the students until they come to the police supervisor, aka teacher, with correct answers to the case file review quiz. I hope you enjoy playing the Cold Case Crazed Man or Cruel Murderer game based on Edgar Allan Poe's Telltale Heart. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at the email listed in the official Breakout EDU instructions for Telltale Heart game. Thank you and have a wonderful time playing Breakout EDU.